mass social or other activities be permitted in residences or on campuses during this period, and institutions are requested to strictly enforce restrictive measures. In strictly enforcing these measures, we request everyone to cooperate and to work together.
With the vaccine rollout still slow, universities are looking for alternatives to traditional assessments to allow the academic year to continue. Hasina Gori, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula and the Road Traffic Infringement Agency are briefing the media to give an update on the AARTO Act. Let's cross live to that now.
Transport Minister, the Honourable Fikile Mbalula, the Deputy Minister of Transport, is joining us virtually. Dikeledi Magadzi, Gauteng MEC for Roads and Transport here present, Mr. Mamabolo, representing also the MECs in the transport sector across the country who are joining us virtually. We would like to acknowledge their presence with us here today as well. The Acting DG of Transport, Mr. Chris Shamisa, is also in our midst, ladies and gentlemen, as is the board members of the Road Traffic Infringement Agency, RTIA, represented by the chairperson, Ms. Fikile Mbalula. The RTMC board chair, Advocate Zola Majabu, is also here to assist the entity, here to show support and solidarity, and indeed, there's integration, so there's no need to worry. There's a side-by-side implementation here, which is a good sign. RTIA's acting registrar, Ms. Mabula. We also would like to acknowledge the stakeholders who are joining us virtually. We do appreciate your time and indeed your partnership. Government officials, ladies and gentlemen of the media, South Africans at large, it's a very good morning or afternoon, I should say, to one and all. Welcome to this much anticipated media briefing. Minister, I must tell you, we've been inundated with calls, inquiries, and requests for information, not only from journalists and members of the media fraternity, but also from ordinary South Africans and civil society groups. And this was in the build-up to today's announcement. They all wanted to know what will happen come the 1st of July, 2021. And even today, Minister, I'm told that even our virtual platform, Zoom, has reached capacity. So people are watching from social media, Twitter, Facebook. Such is the interest and the extent of interest about what we're doing here today. I believe it is a good sign. It tells us that South Africans are indeed active citizens. It tells us that by and large, people want to comply and be law-abiding citizens. It also tells us that those who may be in opposition to AARTO are doing so in an amicable way. They want to be informed and they want to exercise their rights and prescribed by the law to pursue whatever avenues are available to them. And I know this is something the minister has always supported and said people are well within their rights to do so. He has respected that. This all bodes well, ladies and gentlemen, for AARTO. It tells us that we all seek to be on the same page. And this is why we're here today. So let us get straight to it and receive our welcoming remarks by the RTIA board chair, Fikile Mbalula.
Thank you, Program Director, Ms. Ayanda Kalipay, Honorable Minister of Transport, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, Deputy Minister of Transport, Ms. Dikeledi Magadzi, who's joined us virtually, MEC of Transport in Gauteng, Mr. Mamabolo, Acting Director General of the Department of Transport, Mr. Chris Shamisa, RTMC Board Chairperson, Mr. Zola Majabu, Chief Executive of the RTMC, Advocate Msibi, esteemed members of the RTIA Board, members of various electronic and media houses present at this occasion and through various online media platforms. The Road Traffic Infringement Agency Board was appointed on the 6th of August 2020, after the agency had been without a board since the year 2018. Our marching orders from the minister were clear: to ensure that the agency achieves its objective of rolling out the AARTO program on the 1st of July 2021. While our sights were always set on that goal, the board further had to deal with serious governance challenges soon after its appointment, when allegations of fraud and other governance transgressions surfaced, and which led to the placing of senior officials of the agency on suspension. This inadvertently led to instability in the operations of the agency, and it took a monumental effort from the agency to ensure that the achievement of the rollout plan, as will be further unpacked by the minister, was realized. Let me, by way of further introduction, highlight the purpose of the Administrative Adjudication of Road Traffic Offences Act, which we know as AARTO, as well as the related role of the Road Traffic Infringement Agency. The AARTO Act was enacted in 1998 to promote road traffic quality by providing for a scheme to discourage road traffic contraventions, to facilitate the adjudication of road traffic infringements, to support the prosecution of offences in terms of the national and provincial laws relating to road traffic, and to implement a points demerit system. The agency was incorporated in the year 2010 as a Schedule 3A entity in terms of the PFMA to provide for the effective implementation of the AARTO Act. And its main task includes to encourage compliance with the national and provincial laws and municipal bylaws relating to road traffic and to promote road traffic safety, to encourage the payment of penalties imposed for infringements, and to allow for alleged infringers to make representations, to establish a procedure for the effective and expeditious adjudication of infringements, to alleviate the burden on the courts of trying offenders for infringements, to penalize drivers and operators who are guilty of infringements or offences through the imposition of demerit points, leading to the suspension and cancellation of driving licenses, professional driving permits, or operator cards. To reward law-abiding behavior by reducing demerit points if infringements or offences are not committed over specified periods. Our country, South Africa, has been experiencing an average of 14,000 road fatalities every year, with an annual estimated cost to the economy in excess of 164 billion. According to the 2018 report of the World Health Organization, South Africa was ranked 159 of the 175 countries that were surveyed for road safety. It is therefore against this backdrop that the country needs to find urgent and lasting solutions to improve its road safety performance, and thus save valuable lives that are otherwise lost through senseless behavior on the roads. The much talked about points demerit system, which has been incorporated into the AARTO program, has been implemented with great road safety outcomes in countries such as Australia, Sweden, Netherlands, and the UK, and which saw an average of 20% reduction in fatalities during the first year of implementation in those jurisdictions. The board promises promises the traffic law enforcement fraternity nothing less than an efficient, transparent, and accountable agency based on the prescripts of ethical leadership and equality for all. Stakeholder inclusivity is a paramount mantra that the board aims to entrench in the culture of the agency. And it is the belief of the board that such inclusivity will assist the agency in amassing collective efforts and inputs in its endeavors of finding lasting and sustainable solutions to the perennial challenges that the country has been experiencing with regards to road safety. In conclusion, I take this opportunity to recognize and thank our strategic partners, the RTIA, SALGA, provinces and municipalities represented at the AARTO National Steering Committee, the AARTO Oversight Committee led by the Department of Transport, the Government Printing Works and the South African Post Office for the continued support to the agency in gearing for a successful national rollout. The RTIA board welcomes all stakeholders to this event, which will further be unpacked by our Honourable Minister, and we invite the nation, South Africa, to embrace this program as it is aimed at improving road traffic quality and thereby reducing crashes and fatalities. Thank you, Program Director.
Thank you so much, Board Chair. We are feeling well and truly welcomed. I think what you have highlighted is something I'd like to stress here again. Fortunately or otherwise, AARTO has become somewhat synonymous with the demerit system. I think the good side of that is that the message is reverberating far and wide, and we appreciate that. The downside is that people are not aware of the many advantages, the different features, the various facets that are entailed in the system, a system that seeks to unburden an inundated justice system, a system that seeks to improve the ease of doing business in as far as traffic is concerned, but also ultimately a system that seeks to ensure road safety. So to give us some highlights and perhaps even a broad overview of the AARTO rollout planning, please allow me to call upon the RTIA Acting Registrar, Ms. Mbalula.
Thank you, Program Director. Good day, Honorable Minister of Transport, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, Honorable Deputy Minister of Transport, Dikeledi Magadzi, who have joined us virtually, MEC of Transport in Gauteng, representing MECs for Transport, Mr. Mamabolo, Acting Director General of Department of Transport, Mr. SABC, Board Chairperson of RTIA, Mezulu, and other board members from RTIA, Unolo Ramukele, as well as Dikoza, CEO of RTMC, Advocate Musili, Board Chairperson of RTMC, all dignitaries present today, members of media present, as well as those who have joined us online. Program Director, I would like to say the success of the AARTO National Rollout Plan has been made a success through critical support from our partners in the value chain, AARTO value chain. In this regard, I would like to acknowledge the support from the Board of Directors of RTIA for their unwavering support on the entire management in putting together this rollout plan. The rollout plan, you have shown us the true leadership even when the going was so tough in implementing such a massive project. We'd also like to acknowledge the support from the Department of Transport Oversight Committee, the Minister, the Deputy Minister, and the Director General in ensuring that this very important road safety intervention sees the light of the day. We look forward to the implementation of the AARTO with confidence that compliance with road traffic laws will become the norm in our country. I'd also like to acknowledge our partners, the Road Traffic Management Corporation, for the development of the system that hosts the entire AARTO process. In the same breath, I would also like to thank our provincial counterparts for their invaluable contribution in making the AARTO rollout reality plan through their dedication and provision of senior officials to form part of the AARTO National Steering Committee, who are key to the rollout process in all the provinces. In those ways, I would like to thank you, Program Director.
A big thanks to the Acting Registrar. No, ladies and gentlemen, it is a bit of a pity that we are under the adjusted level 4 of the lockdown. Regulations permitting, we would have loved to take the media as the fourth estate, which represents the citizenry, on a walkthrough practically on what AARTO processes and procedures will entail. We were standing by and ready to take them to booths where they were going to enter in their particular details and see just how easy it is to conduct transactions via those platforms and processes. But alas, we are here now and we have to make do with what we have. So what we're going to do is try and mimic the process virtually, so to take you through a demonstration of AARTO online services. And to do the honors, please allow me to call upon the RTIA head of IT, Mr. Leonard Masango, who is going to give us a practical demonstration of how it will all work. I think it will allay many of our fears. I want to double check, sir, you're going to come to the podium or you're just going to fly to presentation for us?
I'll fly the presentation.
Fantastic, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Program Director. Mine is just an easy task to demonstrate the AARTO online services. We basically have two online services at the moment, which is the AARTO website as well as the AARTO mobile app.
All right, so the head of IT at the RTIA taking to the stage there in part of the live media briefing from them and the Minister of Transport, Fikile Mbalula. They're going to be giving an update on the Administrative Adjudication of Road Traffic Offences Act. Let's go back to that.
The site is there to assist members of the public to query their fines, as well as to exercise their AARTO elective options. So, yeah, this is the landing page. What I'll do, I'll just try to register on the website. You just click on the register, which is available on your top right there. And then, yeah, just to highlight, so you can register either as an individual, or you can also register as a company or a proxy of the company. So I'm going to register as an individual. And here's the captcha. You just have to confirm whether you are a robot or not. So I'm indicating I'm not a robot. And then, yeah, this is the registration page. Here I'll indicate I just want to use the ID, the South African ID.
You see your ID on national TV.
Now you're seeing the ID on the national TV. Okay, now, yeah, so the ID, let me just.
You can unshare the screen for a minute and then you come back.
Okay, all right, let me post it. Share. Am I still sharing?
It's still sharing.
No, it's not sharing. Yes. Yeah, so I've just punched in my ID number. Now I'm on the punching in my surname. So I just typed in my surname, and then it also requires me to punch in my initials. So once you have put in your details, you just click on next. So the next screen there, it's where you put your contact details. I'll just put in my contact details there, starting with the mobile, and then coming with the email address. And here you also indicate which method you prefer, whether to get an SMS or the email. This one is just mainly to get your OTP, the one-time PIN to authenticate you. So yes, and also you have to consent. Here I consent that to receive electronic communication from RTIA or any responsible issuing authority by using the details provided. So just click on next. So once we have clicked on next, it will ask you now for the OTP. Mind you, I've indicated that I would like to receive my one-time PIN on my email address. So I'll just log into my email and to see if the OTP has been sent. And there we go. That's my one-time PIN. I'm just quickly going to copy it. And then after copying it, I will now try to, okay, copy. Okay, just copy the OTP as I'm lazy to type and punch it in there. And then I'll now click next. So the system now is verifying, authenticating me. Once you have done that, now what we'll do is that you will have to punch in, create your own password. So I'm just going to now punch in my password.
Your agent number is on national TV.
Now it's fine. We see to it that we change it. Yeah. So once now you have put in your password, you can just click on submit. So I was just creating my own password so that the system I can remember me next time I just log in into the system. So now the registration process is complete. So I can log in. So I'll just go to the login and indicating that I'm not the robot. And then I'll punch in my ID number again. And then I'll put in my password. And then from there, I'll just click on next. So once you click on next, it's also going to require you to put in another OTP. So this is just to ensure that you are the person who's accessing this profile. So I'm going to go to my email address again, copy the one-time PIN over there.
Share the screen again.
As I'm lazy to type. And then, voila, punch in the OTP. And then I'm logging in. I'm now holding my breath, hoping that I don't have many fines. Wow. Yeah, so the landing page there, it will be your infringement that were issued to you. So now that I know that I have this infringement, but I just want to confirm when did I get it, what's happening there. So you can just click on the infringement number, and then it will give you all the details. And then I can see, okay, it's a camera generated infringement. I was doing speed camera. So yes, now after noting that, okay, this is your fine. So you have the options now, the RTIA elective options where you can say maybe, yes, you admit this is your fine, but the amount is too steep. Maybe I can apply in installment to pay in installment, or I can make a representation. Maybe I'm saying, this fine is not mine. I'm just trying to, to protest the fine if I feel like I have, some merits. You can click on apply for representation, and then this one you have to also accept the terms and conditions there. Then you click on accept, and then you punch in your details, and then you click on next. So you fill in all the forms. So it's as easy as that. And then I'll have to supply the evidence, to back my representation, to back my story, that why do I feel that, that file is not mine. So you just select there, select any file, and then voila, you can submit. But I'm not going to do that because this is a live system. So the other option that you can exercise, let me go back to the infringement, would be the let's just see the available options on this file. Yes, I can be able to, since this is a camera generated infringement, I can say, yes, it's my car that was involved in this infringement, in this violation, but it's not me who was driving, this vehicle. So what I can do, I can either choose to nominate the driver, or, yeah, as I've indicated, you can place information. So for now, let me just nominate the driver and say, it's my car, but I'm not the one who was driving. This was my younger brother. So you go through all the terms and conditions there. You accept. And then I will be now required to provide the particulars of my younger brother. So I'll just punch in the details there, his details and all that. But yeah, you can see it's as easy as that. You punch in the details, the postal address, as well as the license of the person. So you'll see every field has indicated. So if a field has an asterisk on it, it means it has to be a compulsory field. But I'm not going to bother you with capturing all the information. So, but yeah, what you'll do, you'll have to punch in all the required fields, and then you click on the next. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not nominating a driver. So I can just quit. So also I can go back to the infringement status and see the other option that is available for me. Okay, I've spoken about this one, so you can also opt to apply in installments. So you go through all the conditions as well, and then I'll accept. And then from there, my details will be, automatically filled up, and then I can indicate to go and pay for installment and indicate the amount there. So you see, once I opt to pay installment, meaning I'm forfeiting my discounted amount, which was 250, 50%. Now I'm going back to the full 500, and then I'll indicate, how many, the number of monthly installments I'll be required to arrange. This I'm arranging to pay in 4 monthly installments. So I just click next, but I won't do that because it's a live application. So yeah, basically, these are the options that are available for this kind of infringement. So for those who are not fortunate like me, this page will be full of infringements, of course, and they will be able to select, each infringement. Maybe they would like to exercise the AARTO relative options of. So yeah, this now brings me to the end of the AARTO website presentation. So let me just try to log out here. The other things that I'd like to demonstrate, it will be the AARTO app itself. So let me try to change the share screen here. I'm now on my phone, which is an Android-driven phone, Huawei phone. So on this one, because I don't have the app installed at the moment, so I'll go to Google Store. So on Google Store, it will list all the apps that are available as well as other items, but I'm interested in downloading the AARTO app. So I can just search from the box and it will show me I just type in AARTO, and then there we have it. We have the AARTO mobile app. So I can choose here to install the app.